Masks are an iconic part of GTA Online, even becoming attributed to numerous YouTubers over the years. For this, many people use one of the various animal masks in the game, for example, owls or gorillas. But have you seen the clownfish, sea lion, or the unicorn masks? Well, if you said no, it's likely because you never unlocked these rare masks over the years. But let's find out how many of the 88 rare masks you do own. Starting with the easiest mask to get, there are 2 that you can go collect right now. Bearsy, which is surprisingly different from the brown bear mask, isn't exactly easy to get, because it requires you to complete all the Cam Heads challenges. Now, if you're like me, you're probably asking what Cam Heads even is. Well, Cam Heads is one of the games you can buy in the arcade, and you'll need to complete all 5 rounds. The only other mask that's accessible to every player right now is the Infinite Rage Eye mask, but this will take you some time, as you need to collect all 100 action figures from around the map. Now, the only other masks that can still be obtained are only available on next-gen consoles via the Career Progress tier program. The Gold Tech Demon mask is awarded at Tier 3 in the Death Matches section. Gold Painted Tiger requires you to win 20 adversary modes, which is extremely simple. The Golden Balaclava is easier and just requires you to buy an apartment and do the Fleeka job. The unique blue emissive Lady Liberty mask comes straight from the Purge after completing every Diamond Casino heist approach. Luchador's mask is unlocked at Tier 2 of the Drug Wars progress. The President mask asks you to complete all Operation Paper Trail missions on hard difficulty. And lastly, the Straps bandana is simple, yet requires you to complete the Scene of the Crime setup without being spotted. Now, the most annoying parts of my Rarest Things series is the GTA Plus membership requirement section, because they also aren't on PC. So you actually have to pay to get them on console, and not everyone even has that option. So I'll just be showing all 10 on screen with the dates that you would have had to be a GTA Plus member, because I don't want to spend more time on this than we have to. To keep this rapid pace going, let's move on to one of my favorite categories, which is the limited time requirement area, where there are 33 masks that needed a specific task to be completed during a specific time. The orange flaming skull mask was given to anyone who won 2 adversary modes just a few weeks ago. The tan demon goat mask was given to anyone who won 2 Halloween-themed death matches around Halloween last month. Black Creepy Cat Mask required you to kill your own clone between October 17th and the 23rd. During that same time frame, the Red Hooded Skull Mask was a reward for helping in the North Yankton Community Challenge. The Grey Creepy Cat Mask was available from October 10th to the 16th for surviving 3 waves of survival without dying. The only other mask in this category from 2024 was the Red Demon Goat Mask, which was given to those who participated in 2 Arena War modes. If you became a bodyguard or associate around Halloween last year, you would have the Amber Vintage Devil Mask, and if you delivered event cargo the week prior, you would also have the Teal Vintage Zombie Mask. The Orange Vintage Werewolf Mask and the Light Green Vintage Vampire had bunker-related goals between October 12th and 18th, 2023. If you completed a bunker sale mission or a bunker resupply mission, then these would be unlocked respectively. Finally, moving away from the Halloween masks, the Black Enma Flourish Ski Mask needed you to raid a stash house from March 16th to the 29th. That same mask also came in teal that same week for anyone who resupplied and sold their acid lab. These next 2 had much higher requirements than the others on this list. Painted Tiger required you to sell to street dealers on 7 different days in a 2-week period during the second half of February. If you exfiltrated daily stash houses for 5 days in a row in that 2-week period, you'd be given the purple X-ray emissive mask. I remember back when there was amazing bonuses for having your Prime account connected to your social club account. Now, the only reminder of those days is the Twilight Painted Rabbit mask for those who did so before February 22nd, 2023. The Black Bigness Ski and White Bigness Ski masks arrived in tandem with the same requirement, completing 10 Fooligan jobs around New Year's last year. In 2022, there were 9 more masks that were given to players. In late December, if you managed to kill the Gooch, you'd be able to collect the Gooch mask from his dead body. If you completed 1 single round of Condemned between October 27th and November 2nd, the Orange and Grey Tech Demon mask will still be in your closets. That same week, anyone who delivered event cargo also has the Green Vintage Frank and the Pale Vintage Mummy in their closets as well. 1 week prior, the Green Vintage Mummy was awarded to anyone who did a payphone hit for Franklin. The Horror Pumpkin Mask was originally given to anyone who collected 10 jack-o'-lanterns in a day in the second half of October 2022, which is a lot easier than getting the Pumpkin Shirt, which requires you to collect all 200 pumpkins in 1 day. Dark Green Vintage Vampire was a bonus for completing a special cargo cell mission in October as well. The Brown Vintage Frank was similar to it, as it was available in the same time frame, but it was also similar to the Amber Vintage Devil Mask because you also needed to become a bodyguard or associate to unlock it. Again, the same mask also comes in gray 1 week prior for completing a short trip mission, which is something I've still never done. Speaking of things I've never done, if you happen to ask my editor, he's going to say that I've never paid him for his work. But that's not true because I have documented proof that I've given him a handful of dryer lint, 3 buttons, and an expired can of soup last month. However, apparently he can't pay his bills with dryer lint. Which is why we've agreed that if he hits 1,000 subs on his YouTube channel that he's never even posted to, he'll get a $1,000 bonus. So don't even bother checking him out because he can do fine with the dryer lint and buttons. The Orange Skull Emissive Mask was actually available twice, first from October 28th to November 3rd in 2021 for anyone who delivered Business Battle event cargo, and then it was available again from November 25th until December 1st. The Neon Skull Emissive Mask and the Neon Stitch Emissive Mask require you to complete a Doomsday Prep mission and casino work respectively, both from March 11th through the 17th. The Dot Tech Mask came in 3 colors. Blue was given for delivering Business Battle cargo in November of 2020, green was available in August of 2020 for completing VIP or MC work, and pink was also available for delivering Business Battle cargo, but in July. Finishing off this category, we have to go all the way back to January 11th, 2015, and if you collected a crate drop, you were awarded the Please Stop Me hockey mask, making this one of the rarest masks, but not the oldest. The oldest and potentially rarest mask is actually a login bonus from 2014. But first, we should cover all of the other login bonuses, starting with the most recent and likely the most common. Now, there was a lot of login bonuses this past Halloween, awarding the players a plethora of masks for just logging in between October 3rd and November 6th. The Red Flaming Skull Mask, the Green Flaming Skull Mask, the Maritime Kalaka Mask, the Brown Creepy Cat Mask, and finally, at the start of the month, the Black Demon Goat Mask. Earlier in the year, for Chinese New Year, Rockstar had some collectibles to celebrate. From February 14th to the 21st, the Contrast Dragon Mask was given to anyone who logged on. Just before that, the Carnival Bandana might be pretty basic, but it's fairly rare. Now, if you have one of the last 2 masks, you would also have 3 other Dragon Masks, as the Midnight Dragon Mask and the Regal Dragon Masks were available at the same time, and the Wooden Dragon Mask was available from the 1st of February until the 21st as well. To celebrate American Thanksgiving in 2023, Rockstar also released the Turkey Mask, which was only available for a week from the 23rd until the 29th of November. Earlier that month, for a week starting on November 2nd, 3 masks were given to anyone who booted up the game. The Royal Kalaka's Mask, the Romance Kalaka's Mask, and the Floral Kalaka's Mask. Following the recent trend of having a lot of Halloween exclusives, the White Vintage Skull Mask was available for Halloween 2023 Week 4, while the Blue Vintage Werewolf Mask was available during Week 3. The Green Vintage Witch Mask was throughout Week 2, and the Scarlet Vintage Devil Mask was a login bonus at the start of the month for Week 1. Traditional Painted Rabbit was a little out of the blue, being available at the end of January 2023. For Halloween in 2022, we received 1 mask for every week of the month. These were the 4 Horsemen: Death, Famine, Conquest, and War. And breaking away from the 4 Horsemen at the very beginning of the month was the Orange Tech Demon, which was only available for the first few days of October. The aforementioned Brown Sea Lion was given to anyone who played the week of New Year's 2021 to 2022, and it kind of looks cute and derpy at the same time. The Clownfish Mask was another 2021 bonus, though being available during the festive surprise week. The last 2021 mask, Dark X-Ray Emissive, was available in early April. The Vibrant Stitch Emissive and the Orange Dot Masks were the only sign-in reward masks for all of 2022, though they were available about a month and a half apart. Now this is where you start to figure out who's really been playing since the very beginning, because in winter of 2017, there were 4 Krampus masks available that haven't been available since. The Fearsome Krampus Mask was a login bonus on January 1st, 2018. Hideous Krampus on New Year's Eve 2017, Heinous Krampus on Christmas Day 2017, and the Odious Krampus Mask on December 24th. But these still aren't the oldest, as the Unicorn Mask was a Christmas Day gift in 2016. And in 2015 for Christmas, we got the original Abominable Snowman Mask. And last but certainly not least, all the way back on Christmas Day of 2014, was the Stocking Mask, which is solid evidence that you are an OG among OGs. Because if you have this mask, it means you've been playing for 10 years. But not everyone's gonna have that mask, so what's the rarest mask you have? Let me know in the comments below. If you like these rare things videos, check out some more right here. Now we're just sitting here again, because I don't know what to do when I'm just sitting here. Here's Kyle's thing, $1,000, 1,000 subs.